I want to thank you all for joining us on this special occasion. Today, Sheriff Manuel Gonzalez will be promoting Deputy E.J. Garcia to the rank of Sergeant. Let's start off with the formality and pleasure of saying the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. EJ, you might want to come up front here and stand right here for now. Deputy Joseph E.J. Garcia is being promoted to Sergeant. We want to recognize and appreciate E.J.'s family for being here today. His wife, Desiree Garcia, Nico Garcia, and Ricky Garcia. Thank you for supporting E.J. during his career and his service to his community. It's only through your support that he's able to serve. And we all know on our families the amount of work that goes into by a spouse and family to support their loved one while they're in this career. Now a little bit about EJ. EJ was hired in February 26th of 2007. During his 14 years with BCSO, EJ has held a variety of assignments within the Field Services Division and CID. He has a history of exceeding performance standards throughout his career. He has served with the Emergency Response Team, the Gang Recognition Intelligence Patrol, the High Enforcement Action Team, Property Crimes, Bait Unit Coordinator, Gang Unit, Narcotics Unit, and the Community Action Team. And I'm sure there's some others that I didn't mention. EJ's service has been exemplary, resulting in a variety of commendations, including non-uniformed deputy of the quarter in 2018, 2019, and 2020, and non-uniformed deputy of the year for 2019. During his career, EJ has helped with different community outreach initiatives and criminal cases to include property crimes, drug offenses, and drug offenses. He is a team player. He is a lifesaver. He's a caretaker, and he's a volunteer. And simply said, he's a leader. You don't get this kind of recognition without demonstrating leadership. And that's why today Sheriff Manuel Gonzalez will be promoting E.J. Garcia to the rank of Sergeant. I believe Desiree and the kids are going to be pinning your badge?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Come on.
You guys practice?
He did.
Sure.
He was all nervous.
That would be nervous. Practice just perfect. You got 20 minutes. Good, that's nice. You guys wanna? I'd like to say something, and then we'll give him his award. I just wanted to. I've had the good fortune to. I've gotten to know EJ over the years, and somebody I'm extremely proud of, especially when it comes to the wheelhouse of investigations. It's his passion. It's where he's done the best. He's been able to mentor other people in the agency, but that's not what's most important. I think what's most important about EJ is his character. I know recently we've had some adversity, and everybody in this room that's been in law enforcement's had their adversity. We can sit back and reflect and just feel sometimes of the pain of wanting to be someplace. But what I have most admired about him is that in that adversity, he showed who he truly was, and that was a person that was positive. He didn't let things get to him. Instead of being discouraged like some people have the tendency to do, he became more inspired. And I think it was just the perfect timing for him to be able to go back to the field, because he wanted to do more. He wanted to be a supervisor. He worked hard at it. You would not let anything keep you down. And everybody in this room that's aspired to be a leader has been in the same position as you. So I have so much admiration for you. It wasn't just that long ago that we were sitting in this room and you wanted to go back as a TFO, and you expressed that, right?
Correct.
And that's not where you need to be. You need to be leading this people in this department. They're looking up for leadership. They're looking for people like you because you have a lot to offer, and that's your experience, your knowledge, and your hard work. And if you teach this next generation, then I will feel much better when I leave this department. So I have all the admiration for you, your family. I'm sure your wife feels your struggles, the adversity you had to go through, but trust me, it's always for the right reasons. And so your kids should be very proud of you. We're proud of you, and you have the podium at this time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, sir. Thank you.
So, I mean, obviously, first of all, I got to thank my wife, Desiree. Everything I've ever wanted, well, even just getting into law enforcement was a challenge. I tried with APD for a couple years and hit a couple bumps in the road, and I was getting to the point where I was going to pursue a career in the fire department because of a high school diploma, and I was like, what do I know how to do? It was either become a police officer or become a fireman. And being a fireman really wasn't something I wanted to do. It was always law enforcement that drove me. So during those times, she pushed me. She was like, just keep trying, keep pushing yourself. And obviously I did, and I ended up here at the Sheriff's Department. So looking back, it was obviously a blessing in disguise because the Sheriff's Department has treated me really, really well over the last 14 years. Anything I've ever wanted to do in this department, she supported me 100%. She's understood that there were certain units that I went to where I was going to be on call and I wasn't going to be home, and she said, don't worry about it. Go do you and excel. Just recently, we sold our house, and it was during the sergeant's process, and we're trying to move, pack up our home, and do all these things, and she's like, don't worry, I got it, go study. I would literally come home from work, have dinner with them, go to her office, and study for 4 or 5 hours a day. It was a grueling process for 3 months, but I had their support the whole time. When it comes to the kids, I mean, to my kids, I just want to be that positive role model to them, somebody they look up to and they're proud of, especially when they get older. They can look at their dad and be like, wow, my dad was pretty cool. Because they think I'm cool now, but I know when they're teenagers, they're not going to think that. So, thanking the command staff. I mean, a lot of guys in this room. I mean, Captain Blackman was my drill instructor. He gave me my first opportunity with going into the High Enforcement Action Team under Sheriff Covington. Like these guys, Chief Lindley, like they believed in me, that they knew where my passion was, and they helped me to open that basically Pandora's box for me to succeed. During this process, I've reached out to a lot of people, Chief Campos, everybody. I mean, we're just asking for guidance to help me, succeed, and everybody welcomed me with open arms and pushed me. Obviously, we had our discussion a few months back, and even though I made my mistakes, you were like, don't worry about it. Like, we learn from our mistakes and let's move forward. And it was the motivation I needed to pursue this new journey in my career, and it absolutely has worked out for the best. So I want to thank everybody here, and I appreciate you guys very, very much.
Well, I just want to say one more thing. You didn't just get promoted because your family and all the sacrifices you make, they often stand in the shadows. You were promoted today too, so thank you guys for supporting EJ. We need him, this community needs him, and thank you for supporting him. We appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
All right. All right.
Thank you, sir.
Desiree, Ricky, Nico, you guys want to come up?
You guys want to come up here?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So you didn't squat down when I took a picture.
Did you guys get a picture?
Yes, we did. Thank you. Thanks, sorry.
Well, thank you everyone for attending. This concludes the promotion ceremony. Please make your Stick around and enjoy some of these virtual refreshments that we have for you.